Just how good is the new Samsung Galaxy S8's camera in comparison to the iPhone 7 Plus? I wanted to find out, so I went on a day trip to record every aspect of these cameras and put them into one video for you. Now, on paper, these are actually incredibly similar. Both 12 megapixels, the S8 a 1.7 aperture, the iPhone 7 Plus a 1.8. So, follow me on this trip and I'll show you guys everything you need to know about these cameras. 4K, 1080p, stabilization, slow motion, the photos, pretty much everything, and low lights, of course. So this is at the Japanese Gardens. I went and took a day trip, really rainy day in Portland. So what I can tell already is on the Galaxy, colors are way more vibrant. Like, I'm not sure how that'll look on the computer. Maybe it's the display that's showing it more accurately, but I don't know, the iPhone seems kind of flat here. So it's a cold, muggy day today in Portland. You're gonna notice things are looking a little gray. That's reality here, that's not the colors. But excited to see what Japanese Gardens have in store for us. Now, immediately using these side by side, you can obviously see the color profile on the Galaxy is a little bit more vibrant. There's a little bit more contrast. The iPhone is a little grayer, darker. They're actually not that far off on the wide angle lens. Galaxy's maybe a little bit wider here. Sun's coming out. Check this out. This is what's wrong with the iPhone. Going up to shutter, look at how choppy that is. Apple, how did you not fix that yet? Ouch. Got a gentle breeze going. It's beautiful. So this is where we can really see that this one is a little bit zoomed out. It's got a little bit of a wider field of view. So we're gonna take this picture and we're gonna do a 2x zoom. See how these look. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, this one seems way more stable. Look at that. The digital stabilizer is actually pretty dang good. This one is a juddery. Let's take one more. And let's zoom in all the way here on the top portion here. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Whoa, that's actually pretty stable. Doesn't look as good as the iPhones, I think, but it's damn stable. There's this tower. I'm gonna try a little bit faster motion here.
I got it, friend. I was very faster with number 2.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Spooky little tunnel. So this is some motion in 4K. See which stabilizer is working harder here. Wow, Samsung is actually surprising me with how good that is. Just here, I can tell it's definitely more stable. In post-production, that may change on a bigger screen. Wow. I don't know, the iPhone just looks so good here. The Galaxy's kind of like washing out. The colors though, getting in close here. A little bit sharper on the Galaxy. Watch the Galaxy side very careful. See that glitchiness? I have no idea what that is. Don't ask, but I wanted to see what these cameras looked like underwater. The Galaxy was actually a little bit clearer. It cut through the, what is that, silt in the water, and it was a little bit sharper at further distances, very interestingly enough. Don't actually do this with your phone though. This is the one shot that made me realize the iPhone is amazing. Its colors were really accurate here, and it's just weird because at some points the S8 is better, some points the iPhone 7 is better, but here I could definitely tell the iPhone 7 had slightly better color reproduction. Believe it or not, it was really hard at times to even find a difference between these other than the color. The clarity and sharpness was amazing on both. Alright, so more greenery. 1080p, 60 frames per second. No, not 60, this is 30. Just to give you an idea if the optical image stabilization works any differently here. So, I don't know. It's hard to tell on the cameras themselves because the display is that much better on the Galaxy. Maybe it's showing more than the iPhone is, but what a beautiful area. And this is just stationary panning. To me, it seems like the iPhone's a little smoother at this. I'm not sure why the Galaxy seems a little janky. The color, man, it pops on the Galaxy though. I would say, like, looking at these, true to life, the Galaxy's got to be the winner here. It's a little bit more accurate. The iPhone's a little gray and lifeless. While the bottom portion looks good, the top on the iPhone side is a little dull and lifeless. So front-facing camera on the Galaxy, it's in UHD, so 2560 by 1440. iPhone, I believe, is 1920 by 1080. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. This thing actually has like autofocus and blurs the background. Wow. That puts the iPhone to shame, certainly. Like, it does not have that feature. That's crazy. So if I get up here, it focuses on my shoulder, blurs out the background. Cool. Certainly an advantage there. Color-wise, I'd have to give it to the Galaxy again. Looks pretty damn good. Real quick underwater shot here. This is a really dark environment, a little bit spooky, and wow, Samsung Galaxy has so much more detail in this low light. So bright, dark. Wow, that's impressive. So let's take a look under here. Quality underwater. All right, so let's take a look at the focus here. So moving into a subject, moving out, moving in, out. I mean, both are pretty dang good, but it seems like the Galaxy needs like stupid no time to focus. The iPhone takes a second here. Let's go away from the subject to it, away to it. Yeah, Galaxy's focus is faster here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, iPhone hesitates for a good second before focusing. Galaxy's impressing me, man. Test. Now, stabilization was good on both, and now as I'm post-processing, I can tell that they're both not amazing, but they're very, very close. When you actually zoom in, though, the Samsung Galaxy S8 does a very good job with its digital stabilization. Otherwise, I can't really say one's better than the other. To be completely honest, the decision whether or not to buy the S8 or iPhone shouldn't come down to the camera. They are so close. I mean, just look at this shot alone. Now, getting into the slow motion, just wanted to show you what that's like. The Samsung Galaxy S8 is capable of 720 at 240p, so it looks pretty dang good. They're very similar. Surprisingly, the iPhone crops the video less than the Samsung Galaxy S8, and the resolution, the quality is just a little bit sharper, which is something I definitely noticed. And to wrap this all up with, let's do a dark test. So, darkest place I could find at this time is the chicken coop. So, let's take a look at these guys. What kind of detail you can see. Oh, don't bite my fingers. The Galaxy seems to have a little trouble focusing here, but wow, that looks pretty damn good. Better than the iPhone. Oh, don't bite me. Hey, chickaroos. Chickies. Wow, on the Galaxy you can make out a lot of detail. I'd have to say this guy is far superior in the dark. You can make out a lot more quality, but they're both really, really good. iPhone has a lot of light bleeding in it. Hey, buddy. And some close-ups, macro shots here of the literally only living flower I could find right now. Oh, it's a bit windy. Here's an extreme close-up. Looks like getting in real close, the iPhone has a lot less trouble focusing. Out and in, make out a lot of detail. You can move in closer on the iPhone without it losing quality here, so that's cool. So macro looks good on both. You can get in pretty dang close. And it's the middle of the day, so I don't have a lot of places to go that I can get pitch black, so I'm locking myself in the shed, and with just a little bit of light, look at that. You can make out way more detail on the Samsung Galaxy, although it does have a lot of noise. If I turn the brightness up on this one, on the iPhone I mean, it doesn't really help either. Wow, so you can make out so much more detail on the Galaxy in almost pitch black conditions. It's quite amazing. Alright guys, wrapping this up, just wanted to show you some shots. I gotta say, the front-facing camera on the Galaxy is amazing with its autofocus, but actual picture quality isn't that great. You know, the light exposure isn't that amazing. On the rear camera though, both are very capable, very similar. So these devices, it's really hard to pick a winner here. Both are amazing, they're so close. Again, I wouldn't choose one solely based on the camera. Thanks for watching guys, be sure to check out the speed test and got more coming. Peace.